just a geographical boundary. It is an idea that we must infuse into people's minds. It must burn as a pride in people's hearts. Then only there is a nation. If you just draw a pencil line on the map, it doesn't become a nation. So to build pride, there has to be history. No nation has as much history as we have, but our children, when you were studying in school, you studied nothing to be proud of. If you just look at it, recently I was talking to the education minister in Tamil Nadu. For example, everybody knows about Cambodia, Angkor Thom and Angkor Wat. These temples are the engineering marvels, even by today's standards, most incredible things that human beings can create. Tamil kings went there and built it. From first standard to 12th standard, does any Tamil child even read one line saying that our ancestors went there and built this? No. We only study how people came and conquered us, raped us, looted us, and this is what we study. A fourth standard child in Lebanon will know, fourth, fifth standard, those 3 years they study this, every one of them know Indian labor, Indian sculptors, Indian yogis and Indian elephants came to Lebanon 4,200 years ago and built the Baalbek temple, which is a phenomenal structure even today. Every child in Lebanon knows it to a point. There are thousands of people in Lebanon who take their first name as Hind. Here we shout Jai Hind, there's no one Hind here, but in Lebanon there are thousands of people named Hind because they feel these people from somewhere came and built this temple, and even today there are thousands of people by that name. You go to Palmyra, Aleppo, Damascus, all these places are living history that over 8–10,000 years ago, these cities were built by taxing Indian traders, by taxing them. So you can imagine what is the volume of traffic that must have been happening to build entire cities based on the tax that was collected from the Indian traders. Ask any Indian child, have they read anything about it? No, nothing of pride. So, I must tell you this, I'm not saying this with pleasure, but today if the Western countries open up their visa regimes, I think 70% of the Indians will swim across the oceans and go away. So you're not running a nation, you're running an open prison. Nation is when I want to be here and make things happen, this is a nation. I want to run away because there's no other way I'm staying here, this is not a nation. If we want to make a nation, we have to build that pride. Pride will not suddenly drop upon us from the skies. We have to show our children what all great things we have done in the past. Okay, we have fallen here and there, but now it's once again time to bring back that glory. If we don't create that pride, if we don't create a sense of history in people's minds, particularly growing children and youth, how will you bring pride? First opportunity they get, they will leave the country. Going out of the country is not a bad thing. You go there to learn, you go to do business, you go there to do whatever. But are you running away from a horrible situation or are you going by choice? That is the question. I'm not saying nobody should go out, we have enough population to populate the entire world, so we can go out. Going out is not a crime, I'm saying we're escaping. Escape happens from a prison, not from a nation, isn't it? So this sense of escaping from the country, that should go away. If that has to go away, we cannot be forever talking about our past glory either. Past glory is good to build pride, to create a present and a future. We have to do that. Right now, India as a nation is in a position of advantage only because of the demographic dividend we have. In everything else, we're way behind most nations, let's understand this. We are. But we have a demographic dividend that we have the maximum number of youth. But if we do not cash in on this in the next 15 to 20 years, once again it'll be a slide down. It may take another 50 years or 100 years before we get that opportunity once again. So right now, in the next 10 to 15 years, what we do matters for you and the future generations of this land.